But it's usually for people that they just got at their campsite, so they still have their campsite set up, and you can go talk to them like, hey, they don't want you here, come to my island, and then you can just take them, and then they come to your island if you do all the tasks for them. I don't like any of the people on my island. I don't like any of the animals on my island.
No?
No, except for Hazel and Genji. Genji, what happened?
I played the intro twice. I clicked the wrong button.
Nice,
man. I'm still getting used to my hotkeys deal that I set up.
You gotta do hotkeys. I hate that. I told
you I turned my function keys into like a Stream Deck thing. But hey guys, what's going on? We're here with the Nick and Tim show for April 14th, 2020. We're just shooting the breeze, shooting the shit, whatever you want to say. Going on, guys. How are you guys doing today? Nick, what's up?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for... Why did I sound like that? Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I got a real high pitch there. How's everyone doing today? Sinclair Saturday is here.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing?
Oh, God.
Mickey Mouse.
Wayne Montgomery is here. Christian McNutt. The actual Orange Cassidy is here. That's fantastic. Derek Bocek and many, many more. We have a new little emote. Nick Ford. God, that's so cool. $1.99. You can just...
Nick's now got 2 emotes.
Yeah, I got 2 emotes. Fuck, dude. I'm barely on this channel.
Barely. You've been on most podcasts.
Tim, you streaming tonight on Twitch?
No.
Nope. Taking a break. Oh, that's right. Of course you're not going to. I know why.
No.
Forgot.
Well,
do it live. Like Edge.
No. I could. I think no. Never mind. It ain't gonna work.
I wouldn't.
No, it was something else. We did Jackbox the other day.
Gotcha.
People like that Jackbox party pack, especially that rap game. I think you would like that.
Fun game.
So
Jackbox is so fun.
We're just talking randomly here before we get into our actual topic. We got a topic. Don't worry about it, guys. It's actually going to be a kind of engaging one that we're going to want you guys. Actually, Nick, tell them the topic so they can think, because we're going to want the chat's input.
So the one topic we had as I sit here and I got like stoned out of my mind and I realized this. So we're going to talk about WWE's peak. When did they peak? For me, I have my certain time. Tim is his time. Maybe they're a little dependent on our own personal biases. But what do you guys think?
Here's the thing we want to know from you. When do you think was the best time for WWE? But also, when was your favorite time in WWE? Because I have different for both of those. Because it all considers like it depends on like when you grew up and when you were watching. Because that's what mine was. Like my favorite time was when I was watching, but also not just WWE. Think of like, do you think now is like the boom of pro wrestling, or do you think like the late 90s was a bigger time for pro wrestling as far as the landscape? We'll get into all that. We're just gonna wait for more people to jump in here. We're gonna talk some stuff, whatever. But yeah, we got the other night we were streaming on Twitch. We were doing it's called Madverse City. I think you would like this game, Nick. So what it is it could be 8 people in the game, and it'll pop up on your phone, and it'll say noun or adjective or descriptive deal, blah, blah, blah. So you put in your one word, and then it fills in a line and tells you, rhyme this line. Then it'll give you a second one. So essentially at the end, you'll have 4 lines to rap against your opponent. And then just like with Quiplash, the people vote on who they think was the funnier one or the better one.
Gotcha. I know people are now just starting to hear that we talked about the thing before. Don't say it in chat. Save it for later. We'll talk about everyone's peak times later.
The topic?
Keep it. Yeah, our topic.
Gotcha.
Keep it in your head, everybody. Jackbox, they make really fun family games. My brother,
they got 6 packs now.
Yeah, they have a ton. My brother the other day, I was playing Jackbox with a couple of friends, and I was like, "Yo, hop in here," and he had a ton of fun with it. It's just such like a anyone can play type series,
especially if you're a Twitch streamer, because you could just throw it up on your Twitch and say, "Here's the room key, jump in," and people don't have to worry about, do I have to download? Because that's the thing I always get. Do I have to download an app? I don't have room on my phone, or I don't want to download an app. You don't have to download an app. All you do is go to their website, jackbox.tv, and bada boom, there you go.
Bada boom, how you doing? Exactly.
Really good, really fun.
What has he been up to?
And to be honest, their pricing is great, because I would expect them to be like a $60 full price game with how much they put out.
How much is it? Like $20, $30?
I think at first they put them out for $30, and then within like 6 months or so, I think they go down to like $20. And then they're always putting stuff on sale too. They always have packs on sale,
especially for like a ton of games.
Yeah, because you get like 5 games in one pack.
Video games video games are. I always forget how good video games actually are because, like, when I was in high school, I didn't really like. I had to be in bed by a certain time so I can be up and productive at fucking school the next day and not get in trouble. And then when I started working full time, it's like, cool. I just worked 1 to 9:30. I don't want to be on a computer. I want to go the fuck to bed because I got to work at 8 a.m. the next day. And so, like, now with the last couple of weeks of being on this quarantine, um, I've just been fucking playing games, and it's been like to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna upgrade my computer. I'm getting new parts pretty soon. I'm gonna get a new hard drive. I'm gonna get a Ryzen 5, and I'm
Ooh,
gonna get a new
nice.
power. So yes, sir, I got a Ryzen 3 in this bitch right now. I'm about to get a Ryzen 5 and be smacking. But like,
Dang.
the reason I'm really excited too is that Euro is fucking streaming Warzone, motherfucker. I can start streaming games again.
Yeah, that game was chugging for me the other day. I don't know if it was my internet or not, though.
I think the game's just kind of like everyone's playing right now because it's
Well, they
free.
added more stuff. They added 4-person teams now, and ever
That's
since
good.
they did that, it ran a little slow for me, and B, when I do one of the modes, the timer does. You're supposed to give you 30 minutes, and it never does anymore.
See, what I would
always
like to
cuts
do
the
is
time short for some reason.
what I would like to do is I really want to establish like a PWU gaming section, I guess, because like we both love the shit out of video games. We both really play them, so like I would love to have that, like even if it's just where we just play, like we'll hop on random. One of us will hop on, or both of us will hop on during the week and play games with Chad and interact like that. Like I think that kind of shit's just fun, especially right now.
Oh yeah,
because fucking
and
who like
you don't
what
have a
else is
PlayStation 4 anymore, do you? Or do you?
no, but I can acquire one with
'cause I was gonna say,
certain stimulus.
They're putting out
MLB.
for a limited time. We're getting everybody for free the Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, the Nathan Drake collection pack.
I wasn't a big fan of those.
That's my favorite series, like complete series of games. Uncharted's my favorite. My favorite game of all time is Spider-Man PS4, and then Uncharted 4.
Really, Spider-Man PS4 is your favorite game of all time?
I love the story, and I love just how you can go and do anything anywhere. Basically.
Did you ever hear about? You ever hear about that story? If you go by one of the movie theaters in that game, you can look at a sign that says like a woman's name. Will you marry me?
Oh,
I guess that was. Yeah, it was a guy.
The
that
guy
actually
proposed
asked.
in the game. Yeah,
and then she said no.
Yeah, I heard that. One of the developers or animators or whatever put it in the game. Yeah, I saw that.
Did you ever play Apex?
Oh yeah, I got it on my computer. Yeah.
We should play that too. I really like Apex. I'm gonna see if I can maybe. I only have. Like,
you hear about the voice actor
right
from T-Fortress that passed away?
Don't even get me started because that was last night. I was kind of drunk, which is probably why I started crying. But I was playing Team Fortress 2 last night. It was like 2 a.m, and they're like, "Do you ever just can't sleep, and so you gotta leave your bed to go do something else in a different place?"
Well, I'm gonna say right now, chat probably doesn't know this, but I don't have a bed. I sleep on my couch, so my kids can each have their own room. But anyways, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, that's some sweet shit. I wish my parents would have done that. I shared a room with a fucking kid that was 4-year-old than me for years.
You got a brother. My kids are 1 boy, 1 girl.
Yeah.
Eventually, you get to that age where you gotta split them up.
Yeah.
Because me and my brother shared a bedroom till I was 15 or 16 when my dad built a new master bedroom onto the side of our. We built a new master bedroom, bath, everything onto our house. We did all the work ourselves.
Nice.
And then
That's cool.
Got my parents' old room, and then my brother kept the room we were in, so we ended up getting our own rooms. But it was only for like 2-3 years till I moved out.
I feel it. What were we just talking about? I just lost our train of thought.
Team Fortress.
Team Fortress. And I was playing there, and so the voice actor, he was the soldier class, which is my main. That's the class that I started maining back when I started playing in 2007 on the Xbox 360. This is the only game I've ever really like played.
Right.
And so of course I went soldier. I went to the map, and in the middle of the map, every single person on each team was soldier doing the like salute taunt.
Oh.
And on top of a bridge, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so fucking cute!" Like, "Oh my god,
cool.
it's so cool." And it was weird, kind of sitting there because it was for a minute. I was like, "Damn, this is like a virtual funeral. This is like a virtual like memorial service almost." It was weird, and then like after 5 minutes, someone typed in chat like, "Do you guys want to start killing each other now?" And someone was like, "Yes," and then everyone went to shit, and it was so cool.
You were talking about how you said, you're upgrading your computer so you can finally play games and whatnot. That's what I like about Valorant. Valorant is created so even a slow, low-rent PC can run it.
Mm-hmm. That game looks... I'm watching a stream on it to try to get a drop right now. It's so...
That game is created so even somebody with like a not a Chromebook or anything, but somebody with like a decent laptop.
Like a $200 machine. Like a $200 machine could probably run Valorant. A $200 machine can run TF, and that's why I ran TF2 for so long. Humble beginnings, baby.
Right.
I didn't have no goddamn top-notch shit. I played it. I've been playing this 12-year-old game for 12 years.
Oh, I've never had top-notch computer gaming till this year.
Your computer's pretty humming right now, though, huh? You got some shit.
PS4 in the background.
No, humming isn't like good.
Oh, I thought you heard something. I was saying, if you hear anything, it's my PS4. My PS4 fucking chugs like a jet plane.
All PS4s do. I can't even hear yours, to be honest with you, G.
Oh,
what's up, Stephen Love? John L. Jackson, TCP, RIP, Rick May. Yeah, no kidding, man.
So I was re-downloading the Uncharted games.
Muhammad's here. Is Muhammad, I should say, not Muhammad.
Because I've got one of those old PlayStations where I don't got a lot of space, so I got to delete and install games when I'm ready for a new game.
Yeah, I want to ask this question to you guys. What are some of your guys' favorite games or maybe favorite video game franchises? For example, Mustafa here says God of War 3 and Sonic Adventure 2 are my favorite games.
Mustafa, here's my question to you. You say God of War 3. Have you played God of War on PS4? Because that's my second favorite game of all time. That game is amazing.
Vegeta Lover says I don't have one, but it might be Budokai Tekken 3. My friend Kai will kill any of you in Budokai Tekken 3. Try him. That's Smash. He'll destroy you. Do you play a lot of Smash?
Me?
Yeah.
Not as much anymore.
I played it a bit. I was pretty good.
But I mean, we went through and completed everything and got all the characters and whatnot. I haven't gotten any of the DLC characters.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding the character from ARMS coming up.
Nicholas says Smash Brothers, Jack Dawson saying Final Fantasy, all fantastic video game franchises that I very, very much love. God of War franchise. I think franchise-wise, for me, I'm a really big fan of Sonic. I think Sonic's just fun. I like the lore behind Sonic's
hit and miss, though. You can get a good Sonic,
that's why
and then you get like two decent Sonics, and then a bad Sonic, and then you get a good Sonic again.
Oh, trust me, I have never thought there's been a bad Sonic game, and I've played all the Sonic Adventures.
What's the one that was just free on PlayStation? That one wasn't good.
Couldn't tell you, but I'm sure it was terrible. WrestleMania 19 on the GameCube. The only wrestling game I played on the GameCube was by far the worst 2 wrestling video games ever fucking created. Do you know what they are, Tim?
The 2 worst?
Day of Reckoning.
I had both of those.
Those sucked. Those load times were so long.
Yeah.
So long. Mustafa says God of War 2. He thinks that one's pretty mad. That's fair, man. I'm afraid of mythology, so that's why I love God of War. That's fucking cool, man.
Nice.
See, I like adding actual real life things to video games. It makes them a little bit more like tangible and fun. Yeah, I definitely like Sonic because I like the lore behind it. I just kind of like knowing that
Forces.
Sonic Forces. Fuck me. If you guys haven't played it, I recommend playing it. You can get it.
That game
thanks,
bad. It was free in March for PlayStation 4.
Oh goodness! For those of you just joining us, we're kind of just
and Xbox the same month had Sonic Generations, which is one of the best Sonic games.
That's very true. There's a
3D. Xbox players get the good, PlayStation players get the bad.
Muhammad, same man. I'm literally as we talk, I'm playing it right now.
Thank you, Payne,
it's a DBZ game. Yeah, I know.
Super chat donation. Thank you, Payne.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, no, Budokai Tekken 3. It's a Dragon Ball Z fighter.
Yep.
All those Dragon Ball Z fighters are really, really fun and like really fast paced.
What's the one that's free to play right now? There's like a free to play version out right now.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it.
It's starts with X or something like that.
Fighter Z or Z Fighter.
No, not Fighter Z. I played that one. That one's pretty good.
That one was very good. Sinclair Saturday, the Sonic and Mario series, like the Olympic Games series.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That one's a free.
Gotcha.
They got a free to play version of the game.
Gotcha. Oh goodness. Got about 48 people in here. We got a lot of people that ended up filing in a little bit. So as we do, let's lead into our one and only topic of the night, because I think it is something that we can go pretty long on and something that I've been thinking about a lot. I always debate this with my older brother. You think a lot about peaks, especially with how wrestling is a whole now. Right. I think right now is probably the best time for you to be a wrestling fan because there's so much to watch. And I don't mean right now, like our current circumstances, but like, the
era we're in, like the generation we're in.
Yeah, the era where I don't even know what you would call this. We can think of a name later, but like the era of wrestling that we're in, where it's almost at every turn there's some form of wrestling.
Yeah,
and I really want to know from you guys what you think is peak WWE. When did WWE hit their mountaintop, their fucking golden? And then when did you also think that wrestling as a whole was at its strongest and its best? And it's really hard to debate right now. I want to go first because I think peak WWE is probably 1995 to 2000. that was the peak of like everything's happening.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everybody. You got Rock, Cold, Austin, Foley.
Did you say Rock,
Taker.
Cold Austin?
Yeah.
Cold
did
Austin?
I say
Who's
what?
Cold
Yeah,
Austin?
I don't know. I meant to say
Stone
two
Cold
different
Steve
names.
Austin?
Yeah, I meant to say Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You called him Cold Austin.
You got The Rock, you got Stone Cold, you got Undertaker, Mankind. Triple H was just so fucking chef kiss at this time. Shawn Michaels wasn't being a whiny little bitch yet.
What years are you saying?
Like 95 to 2000.
Well, Triple H was still coming into his own. I don't think Triple H finally hit his stride until like 2001, 2002, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but that's when you could tell Triple H was like, oh, this dude's fucking enjoyable to watch, especially some of that like late DX shit.
Yeah.
The press conference where they can't say the cuss words. Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah, that was like 98 with Shawn in China and Ravishing Rick
So you know what?
Rude.
I'll say like 95 to then, where it's like you kind of get the introductions into who all your major guys are going to be, but you still have other major guys.
Yeah.
And it just felt like everyone in the WWE, well, like a lot of those time, a lot of people in WWE weren't doing shit, but I feel like the people that were doing shit were really, really valuable. And I think the best time for my personal favorite time, I wasn't alive during the fucking 1995 to the year. I was alive during the year 2000, but I was born a year beforehand. So I grew up in the Ruthless Aggression PG era. I started watching in like 2004. Was when I really started getting into it. Granted, I probably didn't really understand a lot of it until I maybe turned 10, 11, and I started grasping onto things. But I think watching back, I think my favorite era is probably between the years of like 2000 to 2005. I really liked, my main thing was I loved tag team wrestling, and I really liked the thrown together tag team aspects. I really like when random guys would win tag belts. Yeah, Kane and fucking RVD, Kane and Hurricane, fucking Booker and RVD, all that random shit. Especially even like when Batista and Ray were fucking tag champs, and Chris Benoit and fucking whoever were tag champs. It's shit like that where it's like, oh, they're champions because they're good wrestlers, not because they have a cool name.
Maybe a little up on the up since like 2017.
Did we go down?
Huh?
Did we go down?
No. Why?
Yeah, cause it's buffering on my end, but it might just be me. But we're back.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since probably like 2012, 2013, they've really maybe 2014 when 2K14 came out. I feel like that was the last good one.
Was that the one with Punk on the cover?
No, that was one with the Rock on the cover.
Rock. That's right, Rock. Oh,
Punk was like
15. 15?
Was he? 2K12 wasn't a thing, right?
Hold on. Well, there was still WWE 12.
Was it called? I was gonna say, was it called WWE 12?
I'm gonna look it up right here. WWE game covers.
Oh, it buffered a bit. Okay, for sure. Thanks, guys. Exactly like Paul London, Brian Kendrick were your favorite team back then. Yeah, Brian Kendrick and Paul London. I loved when those guys would come out. When the characters would come, I felt like that was peak of characters as
Punk
well.
was on the cover of WWE 13. 12 was Randy Orton.
Remember, I like that giant fucking picture they made of what's his name, Laurinaitis, on the cover of 13.
People power.
People power. A lot of people are going with that 95 to 2000, kind of like that late 90s edgy era. And
Mustafa, yeah. He said in WWE 2K14, you can flip your cover, and it was Daniel Bryan. Do you know why they did that, though, Mustafa? No, I'm gonna let it simmer in the chat. Do you know why they did that, Mustafa?
Do I fucking know why? Do I know?
Do you know why?
Why'd they put Bryan on the cover? Was that was
the main cover was Rock, but if you took the sleeve out and flipped it around, it was Daniel Bryan.
Wasn't it supposed to be Daniel? Didn't they really want?
No,
Daniel
there was no specific reason why it was Daniel Bryan. But do you know why they had the cover
the flip cover?
The flip cover.
Why?
They did a fan contest to create an alternative cover.
Oh, that's cool.
And the one that they picked was a Daniel Bryan one. They gave you the background and some of the assets to create it, and then they had you upload them and submit, and they went with their favorite one based off of, they said try to keep it,
you completely cut out there for a second, man.
Huh? I think we're good. They said try to keep it within like the theme of what the Rock cover looks like, but we also,
Hey, man, sorry, you completely cut out for me for a minute.
We good now? Can you hear me? Nick can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me in the stream? I'm going to do something really fast. Boom, boom. Nick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I think my internet might just be.
But yeah, what they did
kinda
was
bad.
they did a fan thing. They said, here's what the cover looks like. Create one similar with your favorite wrestler or whatnot. And they had a lot of bad submissions, but the Daniel Bryan one was really good, and that was the winner.
That's good.
Yeah, Wayne says they can hear me and stuff in the chat, so I was probably just on your end with Discord.
Yeah,
I saw a couple other podcasters were having trouble with Discord over the last couple of days as well. I think it's because so many people are using Discord now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just chugging up their servers.
I think it's really hard to not argue right now being the most ideal time to watch it. There's
here's my thing.
Fucking places to watch wrestling.
Well, like I said, I think WWE itself peaked in 2001 when they bought WCW. Then they kind of dipped a little, not much. And then when they started the whole brand split thing, they leveled off and was doing some really good stuff. Then when they still had the brand split, but they weren't enforcing the brand split as much, like 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of dipped a little. And then I think now they've kind of like up a little back, not exactly where they were, but up a little and kind of peaked. But I think my favorite time to watch as a fan, probably like SmackDown 2002, 2003, when you had, on that show, you had Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, King Booker, you had freaking Undertaker, Big Show. Huh?
I'm just saying ideal.
Yeah, like SmackDown had a banger of a roster. You had Kendrick and London over there as tag teams. You had freaking one-legged Zach Gowen.
Poor Zach
getting pushed down a flight of stairs in a wheelchair by Brock Lesnar.
I remember that. Good lord, my.
You hear about the story of how when he was supposed to get hired or whatever, and Bruce Pritchard told John Laurinaitis about him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can get his number," and he called the wrong Zach Gowen.
That's fucking hilarious. Poor Zach Gowen.
But I think that was my favorite. Now, to be completely honest, when I was growing up, I loved 2004, 2005 TNA when Christian was there.
So good. Good.
When Christian was in TNA, I didn't like WWE as much. I thought TNA was better when they had Christian Cage. Like, that's what I would prefer to watch over WWE. And I'm not just saying because Christian was there, but I'm just saying, like, that's the time period that I'm trying to allude to.
That's kind of a cool idea.
And, like, freaking that King of the Mountain match, I always look forward when they did the King of the Mountain match every year at Slammiversary because it was so different. It was a ladder match, but you had to qualify within the ladder match to be able to win, and people couldn't even get put in the penalty box. I thought it was just a cool concept.
Mm-hmm. I have a video idea. I'm going to run it by you right now.
Go for it.
We do a lot of the PWU history stuff. I'd love to do some kind of maybe comparative of whoever was top champion in that era for WWE and who was top champion in TNA, and maybe compare the two top champions and maybe who was a better champion. And we can break it down by maybe defenses and how they won it and what they did with the title, what the other one did with the title, who their defenses were against, how often they defended it. We can kind of break it down and see who was the better champion. We can do that for any fucking champions.
You're giving me a really good idea.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Expect that video soon, folks. King Booker was 06. No, yeah.
No, I said King Booker, but I meant Booker T. Booker T, I remember Booker T getting moved over from Raw to SmackDown, and he did the whole, I'm a Raw guy through and through. I don't even want to be here. Fuck SmackDown, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, RVD tried to convince him to, you got to be more receptive. Now you're on SmackDown. You can't think of Raw anymore. I just said King Booker. I know King Booker was 2006, but I just.
Yeah, RVD said, relax, man. Hit this joint. Here, man.
I remember that when Booker, when they did the whole, like, it wasn't a superstar shakeup per se, but it was like a draft thing where people got moved and it was all secretive, and each week one person moved from Raw to SmackDown, from SmackDown to Raw. And one week he was Booker, and Booker was just pissed. He did not want to be on SmackDown. And then he ended up doing like a best of 7 series with Benoit. It was really good not long after
Beer
that.
Money was great. Fuck yeah, Beer Money was good.
I mean, WWE missed out on Beer Money.
Facts right now. You know who has the greatest theme song in all of professional wrestling?
Like currently or like overall ever?
Overall ever, and they were in TNA. It was fucking Aces and Eights.
Really?
Everybody fears the Aces and Eights. That song sucked, dick. That song sucked ass. It was so good. It was so
Christian's
cheesy.
TNA theme was really good.
No, Christian will only ever have one theme song.
Which one?
Christian!
Christian! You're on your own.
I'd lost. You
Yeah.
were all.
Hey,
Like that's
once you
Christian's
get past
only
the
theme.
fucking goofy beginning, that theme went hard.
That song is a banger. Fucking Taz had a great theme song as well.
Bing,
Beep.
bing,
Fucking.
bing,
Do
the whole podcast on wrestling theme songs.
a whole episode. I don't give a shit. Let's just talk about wrestling themes. Whose
But-
wrestling
but-
theme do you like right now? What's the name of this band? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Am I just an idiot? They're that band, but they broke up a bunch in different
Jefferson
members.
Airplane, White Rabbit.
Jefferson Airplane. The other band I'm thinking of is Starship. Jefferson Starship. Different.
Oh, I think I know
But
what you're
all the
talking
same
about.
people. All the same people. That's what Orange uses as a theme song, and it's so good. I think like that bar wrestling show I went to, everyone's theme song was just just a normal song.
Well, because that's the thing. When you're not on television and whatnot,
whatever.
you can get away with doing any theme song you want. I've been to indie shows where they're running just every popular song on the radio right now.
Exactly.
And it's like,
against
and
the
it's like
law.
if you're not running on television and
Thanks, Daniel.
you're not really streaming your stuff that much, you're all good. And even if you are, pull a New Japan and just be like, whoa, we're muted the audio because we don't have the rights to actually stream it with this audio. New Japan does it all the time on the US feed.
Fuck, man. You know who else is a really good theme? I'm trying to think of WWE themes because
I was
those are all
gonna say
in-house
Naito.
themes.
Naito
Naito has a good theme. Fucking Suzuki has a really good theme. 'Cause I need a
Oh yeah,
good
yeah.
song. Good song. Jake Hager's music is sick. Apparently, I haven't heard it. Like I said,
I didn't.
oh, the Demigods AJ's theme, so good, so good.
I don't know if I heard that one.
It's really good. It's like a shitty rap song. It's bad. I like bad themes. I like fucking Mr. Ass's theme. I thought was fantastic.
I'm an ass man.
Bow, bow. Jeff Jarrett's theme in TNA. My world, my world. It's a good one. Fucking Tanahashi's first time bomb. Takahashi's very true. Will Ospreay, the fucking elevated. Here, God, let's just play a game where I just sing the beginning of fucking wrestling songs. You guys have to guess them. Oh, that sounds awful. Daniel Price's Starship is what came out of Jefferson Airplane.
Right.
Very
That's
true.
what you were saying. You're like, it's all the same people after.
Shinsuke's old WWE theme?
It's
What do you mean?
basically the same song. They just
You mean his current one with fucking no words? Who cares?
Yeah.
Listen to the no words one. Speaking of no words, no
Jeff Hardy.
fucking Nicholas Haltmore, no more. Don't you see the writing on the wall? You're in a white. No.
he's
I
using
just
that
realized-
again. Or at least he says he
Dude.
can.
Again, Jeff Hardy's best theme, the fucking his TNA, his modest, fucking modest.
Oh yes.
To the top. That one was like, because that one was at the height of his fucking drug addiction too, and that's what his song was about.
Yep.
It was about like getting to the top of fucking not being an alcoholic and like a druggie, and then falling back down and being one again. It's like, fuck, that's very.
And then he did it again last year when he got arrested for being drunk in public.
Exactly.
But he said
Nakamura's
after that. He
old-
said after that he put himself in rehab.
that's good that he put himself there.
He said after I got arrested for the last time last year, he's like I knew I had to do something. I didn't want my kids to see me like this anymore, so I checked myself into it. You know, he said it on WWE Backstage, I believe.
RVD's theme song is a classic. That one sucks actual dick, dude. Have you ever heard? No.
No?
His TNA theme.
Oh, it's
It's
TNA. Oh, yes.
Dun 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 dun. Rob Van Dam. Dun 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 dun. Dun. The whole fucking
effing
show. So
Yeah,
bad.
that one's
It's
so bad.
bad, but it's so good. It's the best. RVD and TNA did use one of my favorite Pantera songs, "Walk." Dun 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 dun. Really
Wayne Montgomery says Kurt Angle's TNA theme. Kurt Angle's TNA theme was really good.
Oh my god, it was so fucking good. Listen to Nakamura's New Japan theme. I will right after the show because we're gonna be wrapping up here in a minute.
Payne says Dr. Thugonomics Word
Oh.
Life, bro.
Fucking Edge, the fucking you think
Never
on
gonna
this
stop.
day.
Never gonna stop.
don't stop. Fucking what? Rob Zombie or White Zombie?
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie. White Zombies was Rob Zombie's brother, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe
Surprised
they were
Edge never
brothers.
had Pearl Jam do him a song because that's his favorite band of all time.
Even flow wasn't
Pearl Jam doesn't go hard enough for the Edge character. 'Cause Edge always
Pearl
has like,
Jam- Jericho's WCW theme was a ripoff of a Pearl Jam song.
was it?
Yeah, it was a ripoff of Even Flow.
I don't know because when you watch WCW on the network, they always
they're all
dub it
shit.
over.
Dubs. Fucking DDP's was like Nirvana. It smells like Teen Spirit. Raven was another Nirvana. It was fucking.
Mhm. I know what you're talking about though.
It's the more acoustic version
yeah.
of Nirvana. Not dumb. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Guess today I found my friends. Before we get fucking
Daniel
banned.
Price says Spider from Power Man 5000 is Rob Zombie's brother.
Yo, what are you doing?
I went to
What
school with a
this is
girl
what
that
it's
her
like
uncle
when
was in
the
Papa
world's-
Roach. I don't know. I think
My
he was the
fucking
drummer, maybe.
my dad was best friends with the drummer for Slayer in high school.
No, you know Jim
So
Morrison
cool.
of The Doors. I think it's The Doors.
Yeah, Jim Morrison, he does solo stuff too.
Well, he's dead now.
Well,
But-
he did solo stuff.
My best friend, his dad was. They were cousins.
That's cool. Jim Morrison's a brown-eyed girl, right? That's my parents.
I believe. No, was it? No, that's Van Morrison. Nick, did I lose you? Uh-oh, I lost Nick. Try getting him back. Nick, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
No, Brown Eyed Girl is Van Morrison.
Oh, then I'm confusing my people. Never mind. But more importantly,
But Jim
we
Morrison
had-
was The Doors, and then he did do a little by himself. But yeah, my best friend, well, one of my best friends, my kid's godfather, his dad was cousins with Jim Morrison.
That's hard. Did you hear what I was just talking about Randy Orton?
No.
Okay, Randy Orton's 2000s theme, the fucking hey, nothing you
That
can
used to be
say.
my ringtone.
Yeah, it's the only good Orton theme song. The fucking voices in my head is cringy and shitty and
What
bad.
you've done to me.
Oh my god! And before we wrap up, the last name, Our Lady of Peace, doing whatever for Chris Benoit. Fuck me, what a song!
Here's my
listen.
thing.
I still to that day listen to that song. It's on my fucking playlist.
I was say, what wrestling theme songs would you use as a ringtone? I mean, you guys probably know what mine is. It's the Daniel Bryan. You hear my phone going off during streams all the time.
I would use fucking Big Daddy Cool, the one that sounded like a truck.
Oh
I don't know.
yeah.
It'd be like a cool ringtone. I don't know. My ringtone right now is my friend screaming "Come Demon" into his
It's
microphone.
funny because now the kids make fun of me because my theme song. When Daniel Bryan comes out on SmackDown, my daughter will go, "Your phone's ringing."
Aw, that's cute.
And I tried to change it, and it's like I tried to change my ringtone, but I've had the Daniel Bryan one for so long that like I had a different one. I can't remember what I changed it to, and I didn't know my phone was ringing, and it just didn't feel right. So I'm like, yeah,
you
going
just
back
had-
Daniel Bryan.
Oh goodness gracious! Hey Tim,
Hey Nick.
that was a good show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. If you guys like that and want to listen to more, you can catch us next Thursday for another Tim and Nick show. If you want to catch our AEW and or NXT review, just depends
AEW
on
because tomorrow's a stack show. They got the world title match.
Gotcha. So if you want to join us for the AEW review, it will be here tomorrow. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can at ArmWeek21. Mustafa, if you do that, feel free to drop it in the chat so everyone else can have access to it. I'll allow it. You can follow us on Twitter at PW Unlimited. Tim, where can I find you?
You can find me basically everywhere at Timmy Buddy. You can find me on Twitter at Timmy Buddy. Find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Timmy Buddy. I do want to apologize for the last Jackbox we did. My internet was just shitty that day, and it kept going in and out. So I apologize for that.
Internet everywhere is getting kind of dog because everybody in your, if you're on Wi-Fi, everyone in your goddamn town is
That's
on
what I
Wi-Fi
forgot
too.
to get at fucking Walmart today. An Ethernet
What?
cord because I'm still running on Wi-Fi.
Oh, get a fucking Ethernet cord,
Because
heathen.
my old laptop didn't even have an Ethernet port, so I only had to do Wi-Fi.
Oh, Vegeta says I didn't like the voices. He's
So-
unsubscribing. Sorry, man.
Now my new setup, I can
That's good. Your shit's gonna
Plug
run
it in.
fast.
plug it in now, and the only cord I have is like half the size the length I need.
Send me your specs on your computer.
Uh,
Download CPU ID and then
Gotcha.
send me that screenshot. That'll tell you everything that's running on your computer. Folks, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Orange Cassidy said it. Sinclair Saturday said it before I did. Now I get to say it. Remember to buy the shirt. Call your mom.
pinned at the top of the chat.
There you go,
Only
baby. Call your mom.
$15.99, cheaper than most other
Ooh.
shirts that people sell.
That's hard. That's hard. Go buy the shirt, folks. Thank you very much. Call your mom. She probably misses you. Bye.
See you guys tomorrow.
And you're looking for the answer in her